How about stepping into a gallery or public space and suddenly feel surrounded by vibrant colors, unexpected objects, and an immersive world that feels like walking right into a painting? This is exactly the experience Jessica Stockholder creates with her groundbreaking installations. She's an artist, famous for combining everyday objects with dazzling colors to blur the lines between painting, sculpture, and installation art. So let's explore who Jessica Stockholder is and how she became one of contemporary art's most innovative creators. Before we keep going, don't forget to subscribe so you're always in the loop for future videos about artists who shake things up. Jessica Stockholder was born in 1959 in Seattle, Washington, but she spent most of her childhood in Vancouver, Canada. Her parents, Fred and Kay Stockholder, were both English professors at the University of British Columbia. Growing up in an academic home, Stockholder was encouraged to express herself creatively from an early age. During her teenage years, she took private drawing lessons from Mauri Baden, a renowned sculptor and family friend who deeply influenced her artistic direction. Stockholder later continued her studies with Baden at the University of Victoria, earning her Bachelor of Fine Arts in 1982. It was during her undergraduate years that Stockholder started shifting from traditional painting towards experimental art, mixing canvases with everyday objects. Her earliest public artwork, called Installation in My Father's Backyard, created in 1983, featured ordinary household items like mattresses and doors painted vividly and attached directly to the exterior walls of her father's garage. Jessica Stockholder has openly reflected on her complicated relationship with her mother, Kay Stockholder, who was known to be intellectually assertive and argumentative. Jessica often mentioned how her mother's strong verbal presence shaped her own path as an artist. Creating art became Jessica's way to navigate around her mother's dominant verbal style and establish her own distinct form of expression, one that her mother couldn't easily debate or challenge. This underlying dynamic significantly influenced Jessica's turn toward visual and tactile forms of communication through her installations. One of her most controversial pieces was Color Jam, created in 2012 in downtown Chicago. This bold project transformed buildings, sidewalks, and streets into a giant color explosion of orange, green, and turquoise. While many people praised the artwork for revitalizing urban space and attracting visitors, some local residents found it overwhelming, criticizing it for disrupting daily life and questioning the use of public space for such dramatic visual statements. Her use of large quantities of plastic and electronic waste in artworks has also generated criticism regarding environmental responsibility. Stockholder has addressed this controversy head-on, explaining that her choice of materials is intended to highlight society's issues with consumerism and waste. Jessica Stockholder's installations are immersive, transforming spaces into interactive experiences. Her piece, Flooded Chambers Made, created in 2009 for New York's Madison Square Park, invited visitors into a playful environment composed of painted bleachers, blue rubber mulch, buckets, and garden elements. Another memorable work is Suite for Three Oranges, created in 1995, where she used vibrant orange plastic crates and mirrors to create reflections and surprising visual perspectives. Stockholder constantly experiments, combining unusual materials to explore new artistic ideas. Her installation, Your skin in this weather-borne eye threads and swollen perfume, created in 1995 at Dia Art Foundation in New York, cleverly merged lamps, fabrics, and household furniture into vivid sculptural scenes. In 2014, her series Assist introduced modular metal structures that could only stand when attached to everyday objects like washing machines or pianos. This series emphasized the concept of dependency, presenting the unpredictable beauty created by combining art with ordinary objects. Recently, Stockholder has also incorporated discarded electronic waste into her installations and painting directly onto old computers and electronics. Her installation, Peer Out to Sea, created in 2010 at Madrid's Palacio de Cristal, cleverly played with transparent and reflective surfaces to blur the boundaries between inside and outside spaces. Another international success is Cross Hatch, created in 2013 at Site Santa Fe, combined fluorescent lights and colorful fabrics to create a contemplative yet lively environment. Lay of the Land, created in 2019 at the Centraal Museum in Utrecht, Netherlands, engaged viewers in thoughtful discussions about cultural identity through dynamic use of space and color. Throughout her career, Jessica Stockholder has earned significant recognition. She received the Guggenheim Fellowship in 1996, the Lucilia Artist Award from the Smithsonian American Art Museum in 2007. Her work is featured in major museum collections, including MoMA, the Art Institute of Chicago, the British Museum, and Amsterdam's Stedelijk Museum. Stockholder also contributed significantly to art education, serving as director and professor of graduate studies in sculpture at Yale University from 1999 to 2011. Later, she became chair of the Department of Visual Arts at the University of Chicago from 2011 until her retirement in 2024. Today she lives in Nanaimo, British Columbia, together with her husband, painter Patrick Chamberlain. Jessica Stockholder has profoundly impacted contemporary art through her innovative approach to materials and space. Her installations push viewers to reconsider the ordinary, inspiring people to see everyday objects as sources of beauty and wonder. The art world is full of surprises, and we're just scratching the surface. Subscribe and stay tuned. What's coming next might change how you see art forever.